I'm Kelli Batistone, and I went on the Colorado trip this summer. And I really wanted to see a moose the whole time because when I was little, me and my mom and my sister saw a moose, and my dad didn't believe us. So I was like, all right, this is going to be awesome. We're going to go to Colorado, and I'm going to see a moose. So we're in the car ride there, and I was like asking Randy about it, and he's like, oh yeah, you're not going to see one in it. So I was like kind of getting disappointed. But I still had like a little bit of hope. So then we got there, and that was like the first thing I like ran up and asked the tour guides. And then they told me that I wasn't going to see one either, so I was like kind of upset, and I was like, well, this stinks. So then we had like a 3-hour car ride to Colorado from Wyoming where we started. And so the whole time I was like praying, I was like, God, can we just please let us see one moose, because that would be really awesome and stuff, and that would just make my trip. So the first night we're like coming up to our first campsite, and we get around this bend, and all of a sudden there's like this massive moose standing like 20 feet away from us, and it was so cool, and we got like all these great pictures of it and stuff, and I have like ones where I'm like standing right in front of it. So then like before that night was over, we saw 5 other ones, and so we were like getting all tucked in for camp. We're like, this is so cool, this just like made the first day of the trip even way better and stuff. So yeah, then we went on and we had like a few more days. And then Jen and Jimmy tell us that the next morning we're going to get up and it's going to be dark out, and they wouldn't tell us what time because we weren't supposed to know what time anything was the whole week. So we get up, and I had my camera with me, which had a clock on it, so we were like cheating the whole week using the clock on the camera, so we knew what time it was, and it was like 3 in the morning when they woke us up, and it was ridiculous, and they made us get up and hike in the dark, and it was so cold. We like got to the top of the peak, and I couldn't feel my arms or legs because I was so freezing because it was like 30 degrees outside. That was just really awesome, and we got to like look out over the clouds and stuff. And then the last day we were like almost back to camp, and we come up to this like bend, and it was like the bottom of the waterfall, and then there was these huge like 20-foot cliffs, and then like this big pool at like the bottom. And so they tell us, they're like, guys, we're gonna go cliff diving, and we like didn't really believe them. And when we had passed the group earlier in the week, they told us about it, but we like were kind of skeptical of it because we're like, why would we go cliff diving in the water and it's like freezing outside? But so we did it, and that was really cool. And the worst part, we had to like swim across the river in the freezing ice water. We had to like walk into it, but it was all worth it, and it was just a lot of fun. So, and I'm really glad I went. So, yep. No, not really. Okay. Can I start that over? Because I totally didn't say my name right.